Do we ever wonder whether there is a God and how everything came to be? Could there really be a creator who fashioned us and made our will free? And do we ever contemplate, take a look up at the sky, and wonder about what we see? And do we see the moon shining and shimmering reflectively? Do we think of the sun in orbit, always burning fiercely? And do we reflect on the universe and how it is expanding slowly? And do we ever think of the Big Bang Theory? Did this happen really? Did we come to existence through a random set of changes in our bodies? Let's take a look quickly at the one and only book which has been memorized cover to cover in its entirety by thousands around the world who recite it daily. The book I refer to is the Quran, which was sent down divinely from the one we call upon as Al-Azim, which means the Supreme Almighty. Let's delve into the message and go straight to chapter 3 verse 190, where God says, "Truly, there are signs in the creation of the heavens and the earth and in the alternation of night and day for those who consider it rationally." Now let's take this notion forward and apply this practically. The expanding universe was discovered by Edwin Hubble in 1929, which was the 20th century. Hubble's discovery is regarded as one of the greatest in the history of astronomy. It published the velocity-time relation, which is the basis of modern cosmology. Yet, astonishingly, there's a clear verse in the Quran which had mentioned this previously. I recommend you take a look at chapter 51 verses 47 to 50. Hubble's findings also place the foundations for the Big Bang Theory, in which it states the universe came into existence from a single, extremely hot, dense point, and that something triggered the explosion which brought the beginning of the universe, which is still expanding presently. The Quran had mentioned this already in Surah 6 verse 101, where God says, "He is the originator of the heavens and the earth." And what about Surah 21 verse 30? Here, God says, "Are the disbelievers not aware that the heavens and the earth were joined together and ripped apart, and that every living thing was made from water? Will they not then think carefully?" As you can see, this Big Bang Theory had already been mentioned in the Quran years and years before its discovery. Years before there was even a telescope and before we even thought of making a space journey. So going back to the sun not being stationary, this is only a recent discovery which the Quran stated 1400 years previously. The Quran says it is He who created night and day, and sun and the moon, each floating in its orbit. The reference for this is Surah 21 verse 33. Who knew these facts? Could these really be coincidence, or was this Quranic message revealed divinely? If I still haven't piqued your curiosity, then how about we go back to when I mentioned that the moon shimmers reflectively? The moon does not have its own light, but reflects the sun's light to make it appear it is sitting brightly. But this was mentioned long ago in the Quran, in Surah 25 verse 62, and this was back in the 7th century. If you are searching for answers, take a look at the Quran intriguingly and non-judgmentally, for you will find the truth, and when the truth comes, it crushes falsity. The Quran explains our purpose in life clearly and concisely. You will find this book unlike any other book you've read previously. However, the Quran is not a book of science, it is a book of signs and a guide from the Creator to all of humanity. So please pick it up, read, do not miss the opportunity, for it will wake you up, call you to your life's purpose, and it will open your heart and mind profoundly.